75 now, and I can't remember anybody except the Queen being there.
Officials within the royal family are speculating about the surprising outburst that Queen Camilla experienced after learning that Princess Charlotte would inherit the legendary tiara that Princess Diana wore. Could it be that now is the time when everything changes behind the doors of the palace? There is a genuine tension, and it is more profound than you may realize. Also, be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and stay around for the entire scoop. The glossy walls of the palace have been the source of rumors that have been spreading about a tiara that is producing more trouble than anyone could have anticipated. There are rumors that the Spencer tiara, which Princess Diana wore during her spectacular wedding to Prince Charles, is currently at the center of a conflict between members of the royal family. How come? Mainly due to the fact that Princess Charlotte, Diana's grandchild, might be the next person to ever wear it. Unlike other crown jewels, the tiara is very special. This item is not part of the official royal collection, rather it is owned by the Spencer family. Simply because of this, it carries a distinct type of magnitude. It has been said that Earl Spencer, Diana's brother, has expressed his desire to bequeath this dazzling heritage to Charlotte when she is at an age when she can appreciate it. In the beginning, it seems like a heartfelt homage to the deceased. Very impressive performance in the competition. I am cheering for you every step of the way. All the best. I really hope you come out on top. Goodbye. There is a way to ensure that Diana's legacy is carried on by the next generation. Rumors from within the royal household suggest that Queen Camilla did not react positively to the news. Her apparent reply has left those who follow the royal family speechless. Does it truly have to do with a piece of jewelry, or is it about something more subjective? It's possible that the tiara is nothing more than a symbol, but the meaning behind it appears to be shaking the palace from the inside out. Not only do the rumors become more widespread, but so do the inquiries concerning Camilla's genuine sentiments on the legacy that Diana has left behind. You need to go beyond the diamonds and the style of this tiara in order to comprehend why it is such a significant piece of jewelry. More than just a lovely adornment, the Spencer tiara is a masterpiece. It is a direct connection to one of the most prominent characters in the history of the royal family. It would be more than simply a fashion moment for Charlotte to wear it. At the same time, it would be a tribute to the grandma she never had the opportunity to meet. According to reports, Charlotte is aware of who Diana was, even though she is only 8 years old. She is aware of the photos, has listened to the stories, and has a basic comprehension of the situation. If you want love or money, you can't imitate sounds. I am absolutely lost when it comes to that. Reasons why people continue to talk about her. She believes that the tiara is enchanted, that it is a part of her family's history, and that it is something that she could one day call her own. However, not everyone has the same perspective on the matter. A number of people are of the opinion that it ought to be preserved within the Spencer line, unaffected by royal titles or shifting traditions. Others believe that it is only just that Charlotte, who is Diana's first granddaughter, be given something that will help her feel more connected to her family's history. What I want to know is whether or not this piece of jewelry actually belongs to Charlotte, or is it one of those relics that is so steeped in history that it cannot be handed off so easily. This decision is not simply about a tiara, rather it is about who will be able to carry Diana's memory forward. This is something that is very evident. When Queen Camilla learned that Princess Charlotte might be the recipient of the tiara, she did not appear to light up as indicated by rumors that circulated within the court. According to insiders, she was really angry. But why is that? In any case, Camilla herself has been seen wearing jewelry that was formerly linked with Diana. If you want him to smile, all you have to do is put him in that. He takes great pleasure in being in front of the cameras. What is it about this one that sets it apart? According to one theory, it is all about having influence. The Spencer tiara has not been seen in public since Diana, and if it were to be presented again, particularly through Charlotte, it has the potential to rekindle the powerful emotional connection that the general public still has with Diana. It is possible that Camilla, who has spent years working to improve her appearance, will experience this as a move in the wrong direction. Some people believe that Camilla considers the tiara to be the property of the Spencer family and that she believes it ought to remain within that family lineage, possibly being passed down to Diana's nieces instead. When she wore and transformed one of Diana's favorite emerald necklaces into a brooch, however, it did not appear that the same reasoning applied to any of the circumstances. The public's reaction to that decision was also extremely negative. The response that Camilla has given has caused eyebrows to be raised, regardless of whether it is due to custom, jealousy, or history. It seems that the tension is not so much about a crown as it is about the control that one desires over a legacy. And even as time passes, that legacy continues to evoke feelings that are more intense than anyone could have anticipated. Not only was Princess Diana a member of the royal family, but she was also a representation of compassion, elegance, and independence. She was a woman who was negotiating a difficult journey behind the scenes of her story, which was full of instances that made headlines. And even now, many years later, her presence is still very much felt inside the royal family. When Diana first introduced herself to Camilla, she was unaware of the history that existed between Camilla and Charles. When she finally learned the truth, it was already too late. She was already in a committed relationship. Diana once famously stated, "There were 3 of us in this marriage." This statement was made in reference to the years that followed, which were marked by emotional struggle and public suspicion. One sentence was able to convey more information than any headline ever could. A picture of alienation and betrayal was presented, and it remained in the minds of the general population. During that time I was a divorced wife of the Prince of Wales. Without a doubt I was a problem which had never took place before. What are our options? When Camilla eventually came into the public eye, people couldn't help but compare her to other celebrities, and they continue to do so now. There is a recurrence of analogies whenever Camilla wears something that was once associated with Diana, or whenever she makes a public action that references the past. It is not enough to simply remember Diana. Her legacy is also being lived through her children, and now it is being lived through her granddaughter Charlotte. This tiara dilemma is more than just royal gossip because of this particular aspect. It serves as a reminder that certain tales never completely disappear. There's one question that keeps coming up over and over again. The fact that Camilla is allowed to wear Diana's old jewelry is not problematic. Nevertheless, Charlotte's inheritance of just one piece of jewelry is, to put it simply, this is the core of the double standard that is driving this argument. According to reports, Camilla transformed one of Diana's most famous necklaces into a brooch in the year 2022. There was more to this item than just a simple trinket. During significant periods in her life, Diana wore the jewelry that she had received as a gift from the Queen Mother. Changing it made it feel more personal to a lot of fans. This is quite similar to rewriting history. There was an instant and intense response from the public. Someone inquired as to whether this was a judgment that was tone-deaf or a quiet power move. The fact that Princess Charlotte is currently wearing a tiara that was given to her by her own great-uncle has reportedly been met with opposition. The divergence is really noticeable. Certain individuals claim that it is about maintaining traditions and ensuring that particular artifacts remain within their original family. Those who hold the opposing viewpoint believe that denying Charlotte a portion of her grandmother's heritage is merely another method of erasing Diana's influence on the world. Diamonds and gold are not the only things at stake here. It is about the manner in which the royal family chooses to recall its history, and about the individuals who are given the privilege of carrying that memory forward. And in this particular scenario, a little girl can find herself trapped in the center of everything. Princess Catherine, also known as Kate, has been quietly playing a significant supporting role in this unfolding story, while Queen Camilla and Princess Charlotte steal the spotlight as the main characters. In spite of the fact that she rarely answers rumors, her deeds speak for themselves. When Prince William proposed to Princess Diana by using her famous sapphire engagement ring, it might be considered one of the most significant choices she has ever made. At that precise moment, a message was conveyed. Indeed, the idea that relationships are brought out in such a forceful manner through that is extremely fascinating. Diana was going to be a constant companion on their adventure. Since that time, Catherine has frequently been compared to Diana, not only because of her look, but also because of her friendliness and her ability to connect with the general population. Catherine has been the recipient of a number of royal gifts from King Charles over the course of her life, one of which is a personalized bracelet that has the initials of both her and William. Not only do these actions demonstrate how she bridges the gap between the past and the future, but they also serve to reinforce her position within the family. Almost never does she wear Diana's pieces for no particular reason. The decisions that were made appear to have been intentional, considerate, and courteous. In contrast to the criticism that surrounded Camilla's jewelry choices, Catherine's fashion moments feel more like tributes. Perhaps you gave it some thought, but you didn't. When it arrived, I was really taken aback and absolutely ecstatic. The presence of Catherine provides a sense of equilibrium in a family where symbolism is significant. And as Charlotte continues to develop, it is highly probable that she will look to her mother's quiet strength for advice, particularly when it comes to negotiating a legacy that includes both praise and controversy. The role that Princess Charlotte plays in the royal family is already developing in exciting ways, despite the fact that she is still rather young. From her early appearances alongside her parents to her growing number of public engagements, she has become a recognized face and an unexpected symbol of continuity. Her appearances have been accompanied by her parents. Because she was born into royalty, Charlotte carries with her a mixture of duty and innocence. Both in terms of her personality and her allure, her likeness to Diana has not gone ignored. It has even been suggested by family friends that she has inherited her grandmother's natural ease with working with people. She has already had instances where her poise has startled bystanders, and she is just 8 years old. There is no doubt that Charlotte is able to gracefully handle pressure, whether she is waving to a crowd or standing next to important world leaders. However, this does not imply that her journey will be an easy one. I have a feeling that there took place a disagreement regarding the group of young people who were left behind. The discussion about the tiara demonstrates that the events of the past are already having an effect on her future. Furthermore, she is not only the daughter of William and Catherine, she is the next link in a royal chain that includes some of the most important persons in contemporary history. She is the next link in the chain. In addition, Charlotte's royal lineage assures that she will always be in the spotlight, despite the fact that her parents intend to provide her with a more traditional upbringing. Her role in continuing or changing Diana's legacy is only getting started, regardless of whether or not she decides to wear the tiara. It is becoming increasingly apparent that this is about more than simply jewelry, as we consider everything that is associated with this tiara, including the reaction of Queen Camilla, the inheritance that Princess Charlotte received, and the legacy that was left behind. It is about the ways in which the past continues to have an impact on the present. In many cases, the royal family must tread a fine balance between adhering to tradition and embracing change. Additionally, there are times when things like a tiara can carry the weight of both. Wearing it would be a lovely way for Charlotte to pay tribute to the grandmother she never had the opportunity to meet. On the other hand, other people may see it as a symbol of unresolved feelings that are still present within the family. Discover other undiscovered secrets from within the royal circle by watching the next video that appears on your screen. Remember to give this video a like and subscribe to receive other royal revelations each week.